Boom, we're live. What's up, guys? Hope you guys can hear me all right. Um, Dang, a lot of you guys already commented, link me. I haven't even gone through the document. But guys, if you're on the replay, I'm gonna give me about a minute. I'm gonna wait till some people hop on here before I start diving into the actual document. It's loaded up, guys. I actually spent a good amount of time on this, so I want you guys to walk away feeling like you have something to implement that'll radically change your business and your life. So if you're on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And yeah, this event was probably, I've been to a lot of events, probably dozens of events. And this one was special in that usually it's multiple people talking at an event, but this one was just one person. It was Stephen Larsen for 2 days straight for 8 hours a day. And I love that format because especially if the person's smart and they have valuable things to say, they can go really deep into their topic. Most events, people are they condense their knowledge and they can't take you through a proper journey. And I don't know, I just don't. And this is just the first time I went to an event where it's one person speaking for 2 days straight. And he could have kept going. This guy's a beast. If you guys are on live, give me hashtag live, replay, hashtag replay. I'm going to pull up this document very soon here. Just give me a minute. I'm going to wait to see if anybody else pops in. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to pull up on my phone to see the comments because I can't see the comments. All right, let's pull this up real quick. What's up? What's up? Dang, a lot of you guys already commented. Link me. Let me read this. Yeah, guys. So I was saying that this event was super, super informative. I've never been to an event where someone went this deep into a certain topic, specifically offer creation. And Russell is the master of offer creation. Even Russell Brunson says this, which I'll explain in a little bit. He had at least 2 more days in him. He's a monster. Dude, the guy's a beast. So let me share my screen real quick. 1 second. That's my name. That's on my screen. Let's do that. Cool. Oh, that's the wrong document. Cool, guys. Let me just make sure everything's showing properly. Cool, guys. So I'm going to try to not make this too long. I want to really, really give you guys valuable information. Almost let me make sure it's showing real quick. Yeah, there you are. Okay. So almost you're at the event. I took the best parts, the best notes for things that you guys can do. Cause some of his stuff was kind of too complicated. I feel especially if you've never listened to him before, some of his formulas. So, Stephen, this event, if you guys don't know Stephen Larsen, first of all, he was Russell Brunson's #1 funnel builder for 2 years. He built over 500 sales funnels with him. And Russell Brunson is the founder of ClickFunnels, obviously. And even he's known as the offer creation specialist. So he can help people create offers no matter what industry you're in. If there's a transaction happening, it's an offer, whether you know it or not, even if it doesn't have to do with money, even if it's just relationships. So if you guys are in the live, give me hashtag live. I just want to get this boosted up a little bit. Yeah, even Russell himself said that Stephen is better at offers than him, which is insane. That is coming from the guy who made $3 million in 90 minutes with his offer at 10X event. So the purpose of the event was to help you design your core offer and messaging that makes customers begging to buy from you, which is a powerful statement. You want to make it rain in your pockets and create generational wealth. So here's what I'll go over real quick for you guys. And I made this super simple to understand, so it's not complicated. So how to get people addicted to your content, how to make a purple offer, which is understanding the red ocean and the blue ocean, which we'll dive into what that means in a little bit. What's up, Azaria? How to create a value ladder that matches your exact business model. I didn't understand the value ladder completely. I know what a value ladder is, but I didn't understand the first part of it until he broke it down, which I'll share with you guys, which is the publishing part. What's up, Sharon? And why podcasting is the best way to publish and grow your audience today. I have some cool stuff to share about that. And how to ethically change people's beliefs through storytelling, including scripts. And the key word here is ethically, because he had an example of how he had a story that went on for 10 minutes that literally convinced everyone that the book he had in his hand was the best book in the world that could solve everyone's problems. People were ready to buy it. And then at the end of the story, he's like, that was all a lie. None of that's true. So you can really you want to be careful with when you're telling stories that it's not a lie. That's actually true, because like, yeah, we just don't want to be that kind of person. So why do you want to implement these strategies? If you want to 2x your income online, like that's a low ball range. What's up, Cindy? If you want to over deliver for your customers, you want to become the leader of your message, which starts with publishing more. Like everyone who's big online, like they're publishing every day. Like if you don't publish, you don't exist. And how to create a clear path to cash flow. So lessons learned. These are 7 lessons that he shared with us that are like, I think the most important. Number 1, it's all about the framework you follow. So it's not about the ideas. The ideas and the creativity is literally 20% of an online business. 80% of your business is already out there. It's already structured. There's already like a process. We just complicate it and we don't follow the process, and we try to get too creative too early. So that's the first biggest lesson, is that to know that it's the 80-20 rule. What's up, Kyle? Number 2 is you have to be peak focused, not path focused. What that means is that you always have to figure out the end goal. So what are you shooting for? And always keep that in mind. Don't think about like what the next step is. Always think of, like right here, like the pursuit of the goal is what qualifies you for the goal. So it might seem intimidating, a big goal for you, but you have to be peak focused, not just like how you get there. Next one, number 3, lean into your constraints. This is your superpower. And he mentioned how so he's coached a lot of people, a lot of successful people actually. And I've experienced this too, coaching some people. 60% of coaching is getting over limiting beliefs, which is surprising because coaching is supposed to be like tactical. Or I do this, and that. And J40, he said this recently. He's advice. And I thought it was so true. Shout out to you, J40, if you're on this. I met him at the event also. He was so cool, man. Like, he's going to do big things. But advice is often permission to do the thing we are most scared of doing, and reassurance that it's still the thing to do. That's why confident people are the ones people listen to. Guys, like a lot of you guys already know what to do. You just have to do it. So you got to lean into your constraints. You know, don't be afraid if you don't know. Like, that's good. That means you're going into a new path. And success goes to people who go through the most dips. Remember that. You got to go over dips. What's up, Kyle? Your restraint is your accelerant, and the obstacle is the way. That book is very good, by the way. This when I send you this document, this is like a clickable link. I don't know if you guys read this book, but it's really good. Another lesson is that you have to change your world before you change the world. So this is controversial, but it's so true. Like, you need to if you want to change the world, you need a lifestyle to change the world, and you need resources to change the world. So you have to create a business or something that fuels that lifestyle so you can change the world. So that's a very important thing to understand. Number 5, the market will tell you what to do. This is a big one, you know, especially with everything he shared. And I'll dive deeper into this later in the document, that it's not your decision to decide whether an offer is good or not. It's always the market. You have to test things, ask. Like, you don't fill your own wallets, your opinions and what you think. And this is very hard to let go. Even now, like for me and most people, like, our egos thinks there's ways things should be, but the market tells you how things should be. So you should ask your customers what they want as you build your product and offer it, which is what I did for my last product. I was asking people, what's missing in here? All of it was through the DM, but like, what's missing in here? What would you like? What are you struggling with? And that improves my offer when I get the feedback, because you make things for people. It's not for yourself. Number 6 lesson is cash is not king. Cash flow is king. That speaks for itself. And the 7th lesson is confidence is competence. So whoever can articulate, if you guys are on live, give me a #live, by the way. We got like 7 people on here. I want to see who's on here. Whoever can articulate their product the best / simplest is assumed to have the best product on the market. Understand that, guys. Like, if you can pinpoint, like, I will buy from someone who tells me what my problems are exactly, because then that means that they know what they're talking about. And they know, they put in the time to understand who I am, and they're probably going to put in the time to understand how to solve that. What's up, dude? Gara Javit. I hope I said that, dude. Said that right, dude. The second one is a confused buyer does not buy. You don't want to have something that's confusing for people. Hey, Aaron, I'll send you the link right after this. I can't do it on live. Your goal is to articulate what your offer does and how it would benefit the customer, and do it in the simplest, most effective way possible. The benefit part, that's going to come a lot from understanding your customer and asking them what they want as you build. and simplify your offer until it's optimized for your ideal customer. What's up, Lewis, my dog? All right, so Lewis was at the event, by the way. So Lewis, don't tell anybody I'm sharing these slides, bro. These pictures of slides. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but whatever. So right here, how to make a purple offer. So a purple offer is pretty much mixing the problems that people in the red ocean have, and the red ocean is your competition. This is what everyone's doing currently, and the blue ocean is like your new opportunity. This is what makes you unique. This is what separates you from the competition. So a purple offer is combining them together so that you have elements of a red ocean. So you talk to the red people, and then things in your offer that is unique to you and completely different. So Chris, shout out to Chris Benetti, by the way. I'll have this in the document when I send you guys a link. He has a Trello board right here, and I'll show you. It's a pre-funnel checklist, which pretty much goes over. This is pretty deep, guys. So I'm not going to go really deep into how to do everything here, but there's a walkthrough video here on the checklist from Stephen himself, and also from Chris, who made the Trello board. Shout out to you, dude. And it's pretty much when you create an offer, you have to know your vehicle, false belief, internal and external. Vehicle is about the product. So what about your product that you're selling that people believe that's wrong? So a vehicle is like, for me, it's podcasting. What do people believe about podcasting that's wrong? Internal is like, what do people feel inside? So I can't find my voice, or I can't, I don't know how to do this. Like, that's internal false belief. External is like, I don't have the time. It's something outside of you. I don't have the time. I don't have the money. So you list out each false belief. You want to create a lot of false beliefs. I think there's a Google Sheet in here actually that you guys can use that links to the Trello board. It's really cool. And you write out all your customers' objections and pain points, and you figure out, is it a vehicle? Is it an insecurity, which is internal, or is it external, which is an excuse? And then once you know their vehicle, internal and external, you create, you figure out what their old stories are, so like about whatever that belief is, and then you create a new story in their head. And then with that new story, you create a promise, a headline, which is secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3, and that becomes part of your offer. So you're literally taking them from here, from red ocean to a blue ocean. This is the old story. This is the new story. So that's, I just glazed over that. So you guys can like watch the videos in the Trello board if you want to get more information on that. But pretty much the purple offer is right here on this screen. What's up, Jay? What's up, Jodine? And also the Blue Ocean Strategy book. If you guys haven't read it, it's a really good book. I have it in this document. It's pretty much how to create uncontested market space and make competition irrelevant. It's a really freaking good book. That's why like Russell and all of them mention it all day. What's up, Zeki, dude? I'll send you a link after. So here's some good questions to understand your red ocean, because to really create a purple offer, which is mixed of a red ocean analytics and then blue ocean, which is what makes you different and unique, is like, here's some questions that he had in a slide. Like, it's really important to know who your influencers are in your red ocean, because you're going to steal their audience with publishing, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And these are just important questions to ask yourself when you're studying the red ocean. I'm not going to go over that right now. Number 2, whatever number this is, how to get people addicted to your content. So he said this at the event, and it was like, it blew my mind. Guys, if you're live, give me #live. It'll help out. So how to get people addicted to your content. Marketers are drug dealers, whether you know it or not. And by drugs is the chemicals that your brain releases. Stephen made a video about a podcast episode about this that I helped him. And if you guys don't know, I actually helped produce and publish Stephen's podcast. So that's why these notes are fire, dude. You're fire, bro. Marketing equals changing someone's belief with an intent for a purchase. So we have to, when you say something in a certain way, you're eliciting feelings in people's brains, and then that's releasing a certain chemical in their brain, and then that's making them feel a certain way, and that could make them go into a certain action. So right here, he talks about 4 chemicals I'll go over real quick that you can elicit in people's brains and how to elicit it. This is really, really big. So the acronym is DOSE, the 4 chemicals of the brain. D is dopamine. So this is the chemical of distraction. How do you secrete dopamine in people's brains? Content. Like, so figuring out in your red ocean, so what your competition the old way, like how they're delivering dopamine right now, do that. So how are people right now, like whatever industry you're in, how are they currently receiving dopamine in your ocean? Is it through like a YouTube video? Is it through Instagram? Like, what is that form? And then how can you duplicate that? So in your what is their current addiction and what is their current distraction. You can use that for your ammo to deliver your content, because content is how you deliver dopamine to people. I mean, I hate to say that's the world we live in. Like right now, I'm giving you guys some dopamine right now, even though you guys don't know it. So maybe I'm not. I don't know. So he also says, Stephen is like, publish for a year and it will change your life, because like when you find your voice, it's like so powerful. I've seen people like completely do a 180 after publishing for like 6 months, like on a podcast. The second brain chemical is oxytocin. This is the chemical of connection. Like if you give a birth to someone, there's a lot of oxytocin. And the way you deliver this drug is when you sell or when people buy from you. Because to have oxytocin, there has to be a connection. So a good way to like have oxytocin in people's heads is share your story more and have people connect with you. You are the best person to deliver your message. Just don't forget that. And you need to take people on a hero's journey, which I'll talk about more later in this document, which is the publishing part, which is my favorite part, actually. The third drug is serotonin. These are natural drugs, guys. We already have these. I'm drug dealing right now. The chemical status of belonging, identity, and I'm sure you guys all know this. Like you guys have getting, if you're in the ClickFunnels community, you're getting serotonin shot into your brain all day, because they always talk about funnel hackers and blah blah blah. Like you're associating with an identity with the community. That's why churches and religions they deliver a lot of serotonin to people. It's just makes them happy because they belong to something and they're not alone. You know, so you shift people's identity by storytelling, but also, like I told you before, by knowing what people's internal, external, and vehicle false beliefs is, so you can tell a new story. You can be like, all right, this is the old story. This is how shit used to be. This is the new way. What's up, Aaron? Hey, if you guys have any questions, let me know, by the way. Give me hashtag live again. Let's keep boosting this. The fourth drug that we, new age drugging, the fourth chemical that we release in the brain when we're selling to people is endorphins. So endorphins is what people have to work for. You get endorphins when you work out. You know, you work for it and then you get that reward after. It's not fun. So the way you deliver this drug to people, which is endorphins, is by giving them step-by-step work, giving people a success path, kind of like this image. When people buy from you, don't just expect to do nothing. Like you have to guide them along the way and give them that endorphin, which is the long process. If you can help people develop endorphins that are your customers, which is like, you know, giving them a hand or guiding them, hashtag boosting, dude. I didn't have to pay for that. Thanks, Lewis. So yeah, give customers a step-by-step process of what you're doing after they buy from you. And that's how you build endorphins in your customers. So it makes people feel good after buying from you. They're like, all right, I buy from you. What's the next step, dude? And you hold their hand and then you help them with the work. So these are the 4 brain chemicals to make you a drug dealer in the marketing world. Key takeaways: figure out where your red ocean is and they're getting their current addictions and how they're getting it. So whatever niche you're in, the biggest players in your niche. And also, I asked Stephen this question at Offermind also. Let me get a drink of water real quick. So I asked him, how do you figure out who the content or the category kings are in your niche? And he told me that just Google it. Literally, guys, like whoever's publishing most in your niche, like I don't care if you're in fashion or if you're in health or you're in wealth, just Google your industry and whoever's publishing the most, whether it's a blog or on Instagram or on a podcast, they probably dominate the market because the smartest people right now are publishing the most. Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Russell Brunson, they're publishing a lot. So that's how you figure out what people's current addictions are in your market. So look at the biggest category kings and then figure out where they're publishing, how they're publishing. Examples, you know, some people do Facebook Lives, Instagram. So that's all data for you. What's up, Connor, dude? So next, how to create a value ladder that matches your exact business model. I'm getting messages here. Sorry, guys. So this slide right here, I didn't know this until Stephen explained it, but the core of your business is not the top of your value ladder. The core of your business is like the middle of your value ladder. And here's an example. So, and also the core of your business, think about it like this. If you don't have a business, this probably doesn't apply to you. You want to make a core of your business. But if you do have a core of your business right now, online business, I'm not talking about working. You have to think of it as like, if this one part of your business was let go, you would stop making money. You know, this is where you make the most money, you make the most cash flow. So that is the core of your business, and everything should be around the core of your business. Which should be the third step here. I don't know if you guys can see, there's like 1 ladder, 2 ladder, third ladder. And then the top ladder, which is the top of your value ladder, that shouldn't be your core of your business. That's where the people who have the most relationship with you. That's where you sell them high-end packages where it's going to cost less of your time, but it's just going to be more one-on-one work with people. So hacking the value ladder. So this is like a big epiphany for me that I had at the event. The bottom of your value ladder like is free stuff. So this is where you get people's attention: publishing, your home pages, your journey, your story, you being interviewed on different podcasts and Facebook groups. That's how you hack the bottom of the value ladder. That's the attention part. And you can see here, there's a chart: time to fulfill, and then typical margins. So the more it just goes up. But if you notice here, the middle of the value ladder actually takes more time to fulfill. You want to know why that is? Because your core product you should put more effort in, and you have to do more research, figuring out your red ocean, figuring out your offer for like your actual core product. But for the ones that people pay you the most for like events, masterminds, it actually costs less time to do, which is like a funny thing. And there's more margins. So like we're getting to the core. It's gonna be the most work, but then eventually you'll make the most money on the higher end value ladder. So it usually starts with publishing, and then it goes into like a tripwire, something where someone commits a few dollars to you, where they show they want to work with you and they like you. So whether that's just anything, you know, I'm like developing some like miniature audiobooks for this part of the ladder. So you guys will see that soon. Here's an example actually that Stephen shared. So the bottom of his value ladder. Thanks, Zeki. You're fire, dude. Give me some fire emojis. Did they have those? No. So Steven's example is that the bottom of his value ladder is sales funnel radio and affiliate outrage. He's making $0 in that. That's straight publishing. That's straight knowledge. So that's where he's grabbing the attention. That's the hook. The next part of his value ladder to see if people are serious is his book and tripwires. The third part is his core offer, which is Funnel Stash, which is his high-end product, whatever. I think it's $2,500. And that he does that through a webinar, through a video sales letter. And the fourth part, which is his highest end, which takes the least time to do as far as building the sequences, is his mastermind. So there's an example that Stephen Larsen himself is using. So when you're launching a core product, or your core offer, these are the 4 non-negotiables. First is you have to publish your face off and evangelize the problem. And to evangelize the problem, you have to know the problem. So like to start building, I remember, dude, I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, this board's different now. But on my whiteboard here, the whole whiteboard was filled with objections for my offer. So I literally had it all listed out of things people would say about my offer that would stop them from buying. And then I would detail, all right, is this an objection about the vehicle? Is this an internal objection? Is this external? Is this an excuse? Is this an insecurity? And I would segment it out and I create my offer after that. So, and then build pressure for a launch date. Number 2, what's up, David? What's up, bro? Number 2, start selling early and often, just so you can get customer feedback, customer data, and your customers can help you build a product for you. Which is number 3, actually. Discover it and build it with your customers. Ask them, how are you liking this? What's the next thing I could do? That's why I did a beta program, so I could figure out what people wanted and what was missing. And number 4 is republish your testimonials. Testimonials have sold the most for me of all my products because people trust. Like if someone's saying something about you and then you hear that person saying it, you trust it way more that it's coming from me, because like people trust people, and social proof is like one of the most powerful selling mechanisms. All right, where are we at here, guys? All right, I think we're at the end here. So if you guys are kind of late, you guys can watch the replay. But this is the most important part, actually. How to ethically change people's beliefs through storytelling. So you have to educate through story, because the most powerful part of our brain is our memory, and our memory is most powerful when you use like pictures. So our photographic memory is better than text. So if you can like paint scenarios in people's heads and paint pictures, they'll like it just automatically they remember it more. So if I describe to you like I was walking down the beach and then a whale jumped off on the sand, and then, you know, a helicopter came and crashed down, you're imagining all this weird stuff happening. But if I can paint that picture with a purpose and a message, that's included in the point of whatever content you're doing, they'll remember it much more. So always educate through stories, and like stories are pictures and memories. What's next we have here? So the hero's journey. He mentioned Frodo and the Shire, which we will talk about the hero's journey right over here, the Epiphany Bridge script. But people they want to see your transformation. So the reason why a lot of movies do this too, people connect to people who are like, I was here and then I left. Like Frodo leaving the Shire. People they become the protagonist. They start to live through Frodo. They're like, oh shit, he left his home. What is he going to do? How is he going to transform? So you have to let people know where you came from and where you're going so they can follow you through your transformation. And you have to do that through publishing. Publishing has to be like, guys, I was here. I was blank, blank, blank. Like Russell Brunson still says the same freaking stories. Like it's been 10 years. He still says the same stupid potato gun story and shit. Like, because that's where he started. Like he'll never stop saying that story ever. But he's used that so he knows, so people are anchored into like, this is where I came from. This is where I'm going. Storytelling amplifies value. Like Russell gave an example. For example, like if this marker, whatever, it's like a few dollars. But if I said Obama used this marker for like 8 months, whatever, Barack Obama, this marker would be a couple $100. I don't know how much. That's just a story, you know? I don't know if it's true or not, but that's storytelling. That's all a story in people's heads. And the marker is the same. It's just the story is different. So storytelling amplifies value. What's up, guys? If you're live, give me #live. So listeners, when you're telling your story, listeners should have the same exact emotion as you have when you're experiencing. So you should really, really, really relive it and really describe the emotions you had, and let people relive that experience for you. And that requires you to be vulnerable a little bit. And story is told with emotion, not fact, you know? So you have to include emotions in there and how you're feeling, and then, you know, take people through a wave, you know, through a journey. So this is a script he had to create your Epiphany Bridge, which helps with your storytelling, your hero's journey. So one is create your backstory. Where'd you come from? You know, what was that struggle? And that is like your backstory. You should always share that no matter what. It doesn't matter how far you go. Like this is your foundation. Two was like your internal and external desires. What did you want? Like what was that push that got you here? You know, this is a script actually that I use for the first episode of People's Podcast with their origin story. What's up, Paul? We go through the same exact script. Number three, what was that wall? So where did you hit a wall? Where did you hit a blank? Like where did something like punch you in the face and you were like, damn it, like I wanted this, but then I hit this wall. And then what was the epiphany you had after that helped you, you know, keep pushing through? And what was the plan? You're like, all right, I had this epiphany. How do I put this into action? What's my plan? What is the plan you made? And then along the way, you're going to find conflict. And it's just like it's a circle, your story, you know? So right here, this is also, he shared, how does the brain experience the sale? First is the vehicle. So when people are looking to buy from you first, they're first thinking about the vehicle. So for example, for me, they're first thinking about podcasting. What about podcasting is like my beliefs about it? So does the product or service work? So that's the first thing you have to address in people's heads is the vehicle when you're creating your offers. The second is the internal. So what is the possibility of the customer succeeding at driving the vehicle? So you have to address those internal beliefs. Like for podcasting, oh, I don't have a good enough voice, or I don't know if I can make money out of it, or I don't know what to say or make content. So that in my offer, that's my second thing that I address. Third one, we got any comments now? Is external that you have to address. So this is a resources. So people say, I don't have enough time or money. How are you going to address that in your offer? And that's when you address the vehicle, internal, external, your offer becomes attractive, and you pretty much have a purple offer. So they say. So now just like, I want to know you guys, like, what is your hero's journey? If you guys, this is Stanley, by the way, he just passed away. He's doing the little Spider-Man pose, but he created tons of heroes. He's a master at knowing how to create heroes. So like, what is your hero's journey? Where did you come from? And like, where are you going? And there's a lot in the middle, which when you have this document, it'll probably help you out if you fill out the Epiphany Bridge script, which I'll send you guys after. But you guys can share it if you want. I'm just curious. So last one, why podcasting is the best way to publish and grow your audience today. So Gary Vee says it right here. Audio and voice are by far the most natural interface for humans to connect. We like to speak and listen. There was roughly 1.5 times more audio consumed than video. That is huge. If your medium is voice, now is your time. Start creating today. Start a podcast. That's coming from Gary Vee. Like this is the guy who's at the top. Come on. Also, Russell says like there are people out there who need what you have. They're waiting for you to find your voice so you can help them change their lives. So like the point of starting a podcast and just like delivering content through audio is more for you than anything. If it takes you 6 to 12 months to get good, whatever, like you have to get good at that if you want to be good at the game, like just straight up attractive character. Exactly. Like why does Russell Brunson, the CEO of a 9-figure company, publish so much? Why does Gary Vee he does tons of podcast episodes, by the way. I don't know if you guys noticed, he does like one a day. Why does he publish so much? Why is he always on his microphone? Like they have big businesses to run. I'm talking about like 9-figure plus businesses, because they understand the power that is the most important, like that is the most engaging piece of content right now. Like when you can speak to people and you're in their freaking heads, like, gosh, if you don't publish, if you don't exist. Stephen said it, like Stephen probably said the word podcast, like, I don't know, 50 times the past few days at the event. Like he was really adamant on podcasting, how that transformed his business. And because if you guys think about it, if Stephen didn't have a podcast, if you guys don't know Stephen, listen to his podcast, Salesman Radio, which I help him produce and publish. But if Stephen didn't have a podcast, would you know his stories? Probably not. Like where else would you be learning in Stephen's podcast? Maybe some of his Facebook Live videos, but that is like way less consumable as a podcast. Publish. Yes. I hope you're publishing, D. Publishing gives you a voice. Publishing allows you to start a loyal following of people. Publishing is what allows you to have a market to test for free. That's powerful. When you have a market like that's listening to you, you can throw ideas at a wall. You can throw paint in the wall, be like, hey guys, I'm thinking about doing this. And you have a soundboard of people who give you feedback. That's so valuable. It'll save your time and it'll also make you more money. If you look at every single successful influencer today, they all publish daily, all of them. Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Russell Brunson, content, like this all the time. And I'm only saying this because like I've gotten I have a lot of clients that I've worked with for the agencies over the years that right now they're in the top 50, top 100. These are some of the stats I'm getting. Like this one gets $700,000 a month. She's in the top 50. She's crushing it. I'm not going to say her name. This one we helped start in late 2017. She's getting $100,000 a month, and her niche is literally like physicians. It's the most boring niche ever. But she knows her. We helped her figure out her audience and her audience's problems, and like she's crushing it right now. She quit. She's not a physician anymore. So what's up, Ben? What's up? Ben was at the event too, Ben. Cool, man. Also my buddy Ryan, who's like he's helping me grow my agency, and we're working on something cool actually. He's getting $20,000 a month, and he has a full-time job. But he's changing his life through that. And he's changing his connections and relationships, and we're gonna be doing some cool things together. So why you should start a podcast today? The best way for you to build deep relationships with people and like amplify your authority, like insanely, and like grow using OPP, which means other people's audiences, is using podcasts. Because like that is the best. Podcast listeners are the best, which I think right here, podcast listeners are loyal, engaging, educated, high-level thinkers and buyers. 80% of listen to all of your each episode, 7 episodes a week. God, I butchered that. Podcast listeners are also way more active on social media, so they share your content. They're good like followers. Podcast listeners are most likely to follow you on social media, and they have an income of over 75K, like way more than the normal population. 45% of the podcast listeners compared to 35% for the population. You're literally speaking in people's ears, and the numbers are growing, guys. 40% of the U.S. population has listened to a podcast, and it's growing. Like it's more and more and more. People are listening more to audiobooks than to actual reading books, and I'm the same. Like I learn from video and audio now. Like I only read a book if like a bunch of people tell me to read a book, and even then it's a chore. Yeah, dude, Offermind was insane, dude. If you guys are on, you can watch the replay of this if you want to kind of see my notes, how I condensed it. And the future is bright. 50% of all homes, that's 50% of all homes are podcast fans. That's 60 million homes that you can have your voice in potentially. Like, where else can you have that distribution? Like, and people forget, like, social media is feed. So you're competing with so many people. Like, you probably only get a few minutes of your followers' time. Podcasts, you can get 30 minutes to an hour of one person's time a week. That's insane. Like, what could you do if you could be in someone's head for 30 minutes to an hour? I love podcasts. Boom. 69% agree that advertising and promotions made them aware of new products and services through podcasting. So And honestly, this statistic is when they're including different sponsors. If you become your own sponsor for your podcast and you push your own products, that's more congruency, it's more trust. It works way better. Like a lot of people think they want to get a sponsor for a podcast, but I'm telling you, it's stupid. It's really like you can do it, but I know like a lot of my clients, they have sponsors and they're making money, whatever, because it's congruent with their podcast. But they make way more money on their other offers. Podcast is just a small percent. Their sponsors are a small percentage. What's up, Muhammad? Offermind gang party in the comments. Yeah, guys. So, guys, I'm working on something really cool right now. Let me show you. So me and my buddy Ryan, some of you guys are in the beta group for 7-figure downloads, but literally I'm showing you what I used for the past 2 years to grow multiple agencies, 2 agencies to 7 figures. We have several clients, like over 50 million downloads that I had with the launch clients that I worked with. We have several clients who've gotten like, who are in the top 50, top 100 right now as we speak. So I've seen the whole process, and working at an agency is different because it's unique. What our principles and our proven framework, which I told you, 80% is proven framework, 20% is creativity. You have to follow a system, and then you can get creative. Is made so that anyone can follow it, no matter what industry you're in or what your audience is. Taking hits of oxytocin. Exactly, dude. We're drug dealing right now. So I recently, you guys know, I launched a beta group, and I got some feedback, and I knew there was some things missing. Some elements in the course were things that I wasn't the expert, or not that I'm the expert at. It's not my zone of genius. So I recently got my buddy Ryan on, who he's crushing with podcasting right now while he's doing a full-time job, which is insane. This guy's a genius. He leads a huge team, and like, so right now, if you're in the beta group, you can log in and you can see all the content we're adding for me and Ryan. As far as like, I'll go in the course really quick actually and show you. But in the document, if you guys want to see our launch program for our agency, you can check it out if you want us to do it for you. But that's more of a high ticket. So if you guys are interested, but I'm going to go through the course right now so you guys can see what's in it. That's not it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Simmer down, groupies. Oh gosh. Yeah, let's calm down, guys. Give me hashtag live if though, that'll help out. So in the course, we go over the foundation. So like, this is more the mindset, the strategy, and my overall process that's unique to, I've been at multiple agencies, and this is proven pretty much. So you're getting what works. People pay $6,000 to launch. So there you go. There's the value. So firstly, we're gonna go over creating your brand and story, which this is I make it easy, like framework for you, but I recently hired Josh Forty to help me out with this as well, and I paid him a lot of money to learn the stuff that I share in here, like $4,000, guys. I paid him, so you're getting the same exact knowledge, like, which is insane. Also, this isn't out right now. Actually, I'm only showing you this because I want to show you, but it's not going to be out till probably next week or the week after. But if you guys are interested, next we go into creating your assets, so your artwork, your intro script, your call to actions, how to get content and guest planning. A lot of these are videos from me and Ryan. So all the ways to find, wait, there's more, there's a better one here. Yeah. Where is it? Epic content. So yeah, so like videos from Ryan and me, which are very, very informative. All the different places you can find guests and how to plan content that is actually like desirable for people. So we go over that, creating your podcast assets, how to schedule and find guests and automate the process. So everything from the calendars to the Zapier to creating your guest booking page to your podcast frequently asked question page to sending code emails to potential guests that works, that we've used this for a long time. We go over recording and publishing. So a lot of this too, like if you have a virtual assistant, you can literally plug her into the system and you don't have to do anything. Like she'll figure out how to do this herself. That's how I'll describe this is. We have everything that you need to know about recording, your show intro, your first episode script, winning formula for actually creating interviews that like sound good. So like this is all the breakdown on how you should guide the actual interview that we've like tested it a ton and it works. How to prepare it for interviews using Evernote. That's a really good video by Ryan. How to record through which softwares to use, how to do interviews with Zoom, Facebook Live, how to do it in person. He does this full like 2-video explanation on how, if you want to, which is actually becoming more popular. People like interviewing in person because it's more of a engaging medium. He did this 2 videos for you guys. How to take notes during your interview. There's a lot, guys. There's a lot that this is only like 60% done. So you'll hear about this soon. I'm not pitching you guys. I'm just letting you guys know that this is coming, and I'm pretty excited about this. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll answer them. I don't really have much else to talk about. I gave you guys all the drugs I had. Yeah, I kind of I'll send you guys a link after this to check it out. But we go over more things like editing your podcast, how to create your launch plan. I use Anchor. Is that good? Anchor is good if you're not serious. So if you just want to test things and if you just want a small group of people to listen, it's okay. But if you want major distribution and you want to actually make a full production show that sounds good and that has like it's just limited. It's too limited as what you could do. It's like saying, what's better, Photoshop or Microsoft Paint? I can do stuff in Microsoft Paint, but I can do more stuff in Photoshop. So that's just my feeling about it. I don't know. Maybe Anchor will get better in the future, but right now it's not the best. The software we recommend is Libsyn and Simplecast. Yeah. So we go over our launch plan, how to understand iTunes New and Noteworthy, how to get on iTunes New and Noteworthy. I have a full plan for that, which we've like duplicated many times. How to build your launch plan, how to pre-launch, how to announce it, organizing, systematizing, growing and scaling, monetizing. All of our templates we're going to be adding soon for like I'm talking about. Let's see, where do I have it? Whatever. We'll be adding it soon. So you'll see this. I'm not selling this right now. Like there's not, even if you want to buy, you can't buy. Like that's how bad of an offer this is. But I'm just letting you guys know this is coming. I'm probably going to sign off here soon. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to go through and everyone who gives me a hashtag, link me below. I'll send you the document, which has all of the links, has all the slides pretty much and the homework for you to do. This has a Trello board. This Trello board alone from Chris Benetti is insane. I don't know how I give this away for free. Like I use this all the time and it has like a walkthrough with Stephen and Chris if you want to figure out how to use it. But this is pretty much how you create your offer. You figure out people's internal, external, and vehicle false beliefs. You tell the old story, new story. You create your secrets off of that, and you just create your stack off of that. So I'm probably going to sign off here, but let me go to my face here. Cool, guys. Hashtag link me, hashtag cool, man. I'll send you guys the link right now. I'm pretty pumped for that. And if you want more information, you'll hear about it soon, actually, when I'm going to release the course. It's going to be really freaking good. So if you didn't get in the beta, you're going to want to get in early because it's going to be a Black Friday price sale next week. So just a heads up. What's up, Mason? We're just wrapping up here. So if you guys made it here, you're a stud. If you guys made it here and you missed whatever, how long was that? How long are we going? Where are we at? That was 42 minutes? What the hell? No way, guys. I did not know that was that long. Okay. I thought that was 20 minutes. I guess time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, watch the replay if you're making it now because I just dropped a lot of gold. We went through this whole 28-page document, which you'll get to link me actually. Cool. Thanks guys so much for watching. Where's the mustache? Dude, I can't take photos with this, dude. I had to shave it. Like I went to Offermind. I'm like, I don't want to look like it. Like really like I just don't want to look bad. So I had to shave it. You missed it. Yeah, you can watch the replay. It's fine. This is live. You can watch the replay. I'll be linking everybody that commented in my personal profile to this. So guys, thanks so much. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to, I like those hearts. Yeah, I love those. Let me throw a heart in there too. Why not? Boom. So, yeah, I'm getting laggy here for some reason, but cool. If no one has any questions, I'm going to sign off. But if you do have a question, let me know. Just because I see there's still 12 of you guys on here. I don't want to leave anybody hanging, but I'll give it a few more seconds because I know it's delayed. No questions. I don't see any questions. All right, guys. We'll talk soon. I'll be going live more, like probably like every week, doing like a bomb video like this, like free live training. So stay tuned for that. I really want to help you guys publish more. Like that's the point of this group is to publish more. So I'm gonna be giving you all the the resources you get. Sorry, I've been talking for so long. You guys need to start publishing more and like do it good and build your audience and your business off of that. So peace out, guys. Felicia, you're tuning in super late. Sorry. You're going to have to catch the replay. But we'll talk soon, guys. Peace out. You're the man, David.